Alright, so here we're going to review of the Hisenior Febos Mega5EST. This is a 1 dynamic 2BA 2EST set. It retails for around $550. It used to be $650, but I haven't seen it at that price ever. So yeah, let's get into this. This thing would be underneath this, but I forgot to put it back, and I just realized that now. So this would be under here. It talks about its white whale cable being a $96 value that it does come with in the box. Talk about share and win and all that. I don't think you care about that. Take this case out and take this box with the accessories out. If I sound like I'm in a rush, it's because I've recorded this already like 30 times. So let's get into this. First open up the accessory box here and take the tips. This is actually important this time, so we're going to get into that in a second. It also comes with some foams, so that's nice. And it does come with a shirt clip, a sticker, I believe, and a microfiber cloth. Let's put that aside as well, and put this aside. Alright, so here we have the case. It's kind of like this Pelican case style case, where it's like very, very sturdy and heavy. For keeping it safe during travel, because this is quite expensive set. I still am not a huge fan of these type of cases, but I know a lot of people do like these cases, so it's pretty great if you like this kind of case. It does come with it. And open that up, get the cable and the IEMs themselves, and close this back up. Put that away. All right. So let's talk about the cable real quick. The white whale cable. I actually am personally not a fan because it's a very stiff cable. But I know a lot of people like this kind of cable, and but for me, no. It's not a bad cable by any means. It's a perfectly fine cable. It's just a little bit thick and not the most supple, but it does stay straight. A little bit too straight. But and it does terminate in a 4.4, and so I do like that as well. But otherwise, I personally would have preferred a thinner cable, something a little bit more supple, a little bit better for portable use. But that's just me personally. Anyway, let's talk about now the comfort and the build. So first, you will immediately notice how clear this set of IEMs is. I mean, at least that's what I first noticed. This is absurdly clear. You can see every single driver in here so clearly. It's like it's made of glass. I don't know even if this is resin or acrylic. It might be acrylic because this is a very light set, and to the point where it actually does kind of make it feel a little bit cheap. But overall, it's not like it's built poorly or anything like that. It's just that it feels so light, you know? It doesn't have any substantialness to it. So that's something I'm not a fan of, how light it feels, but at the same time it does help in the comfort department. So I mean, it's better than it being more uncomfortable due to being heavy. I really just love how clear you can see every single driver in here. It's really beautiful, even better than the Jezier 41T, how clear that was. This is even more clear than that. The other color this comes in is their, I forgot, I think it's an anniversary edition of it that is blue with like sparkles in, like a very dark blue. I prefer this one because I just like to have clear shells. I like to see inside the IEMs. And it has this rainbow faceplate that I think looks nice. I think I like the looks. Now, talking about comfort. These don't get top marks, in my opinion, in comfort. It's not uncomfortable. I can still wear these. And I still can wear them for a decent amount of time. But it is a little bit bulbous shaped. A little bit awkward. I don't think it's very ergonomic. They used to actually come in a bigger version of this, and that I couldn't imagine stuffing in my ear. But this is a smaller version of that set of the Mega5EST, and it is still a little bit not like as smooth and comfortable feeling in my ears than a lot of other sets. But it is comfortable enough for me to wear them. I won't say comfort is a detrimental part of the set. Anyway, now let's get on to what you're here for, the sound. Now, this is a brighter set of IEMs. Not like it's bright in a bad way or uncomfortable way, but like that's how they present sound. If you're looking for a warm set of IEMs, this is not for you. But I will say that this provides a fantastic value at $550. Really, absolutely excellent in all frequency ranges. Now let's talk about bass, mids, highs. Bass, this is kind of the focus of the set for me. I'm going to actually now bring in these spin fits, the black tips that they come with, and the gray with blue core tips, because the sound is affected a lot. Now, I almost judged these too early when I first took them to listen, because I first immediately took them and listened to them on spin fits, to be honest, because I'm just so used to tips not fitting my ears, the inside of my ears, because I have very small inner ear, so I need to use always the extra small spin fits, but the extra small spin fits. Anyway, so, but these actually came with really, really small tips, and these fit my ears very well, like the tips. The overall shell still has that, you know, bulbousness to it, but actually the stock tips were more comfortable than spin fits for me on this set. Now, there is still a reason you might want to use spin fits, and we're going to get into that in the sound right now, but overall, I preferred the sound with the blue and gray tips. All three of these actually changed the sound quite significantly. Now, but I'm going to talk about the overall sound for now. The overall detail is pretty consistent among these. Now, the bass is prominent, the most prominent on the spin fits, but very prominent in the track. It is excellent quality. It's large, it's detailed, it has good texture, has great impact. I'm going to be comparing with the Dunu SA6 Mk2 throughout this review as well. But and so we'll do that throughout the whole entire frequency range. So I'll just have these here for now. Bass wise, they're both probably like pretty equal amounts, maybe a little bit more on the EST, but overall pretty similar amount of bass. But the Mark II has a very warm sound, while this has a more bright sound. The bass is more textured, but I think this has a better initial impact, and that's probably due to the fact that this is using a dynamic driver for the bass, and this is using BAs. But as I said in my Mark II review, the bass is excellent on the Dunu SA6 Mark II. So don't think I am saying that the impact is not good, but the impact is better on the EST. But the texture, the decay is better on the Dunu. Now going into the mid-range. The mid-range, now this is where I think these tips do the most impact, okay? The mid-range with these tips is clear, energetic, not forward, but not recessed. It's in the middle, and it's very clean, crystal clear, excellent detail. I have to say, throughout the frequency ranges, this showed detail that I would see in a flagship set of over $1,000 IEMs. Really, honestly. And I don't say that lightly. I don't say, oh, this is performing the price bracket like everybody says every IEM does. Everything is performing out of the price bracket. There are no more price bracket. No. But this actually does. This actually is performing to a level where I would have thought this was $1,000 if I didn't know the price. I would have thought this was above 1,000. Easily. Anyway. This has a lot more detail in the mids and the bass. Not more in the bass, the mids and the highs, sorry, than the Mark II. The Mark II, probably due to the warmer nature of it, but also just due to, I think, having the ESTs in here for the treble, is not as detailed as the Mega5EST. So if you're looking for sheer technical performance, you should go with the EST. Okay, interjection somewhere because I forgot to talk about the soundstage and imaging for some reason. I don't know why. I went off a tangent. Anyway, so soundstage wise, I think these are above average in the price range for soundstage. I'd say that if this is your head, you're getting around here. It's around the same stage. I think you'd get. It's a little bit wider, or the same width approximately as the SA6 Mark II, but in height, this is far superior in height, the soundstage height, than the SA6 Mark II. Imaging-wise, I find these to be better imaging than the SA6 Mark II. I find it better imaging than a lot of things. It's fantastic imaging. For gaming, these would be incredible. And for movies, also incredible. Overall, just fantastic presentation. Vocal presentation, okay, if this is your head, the vocals are usually like sitting around here, where on the S6 Mark II would be a little bit closer like here. So like this is SA6 Mark II, this is the Mega5EST. Now, the treble is more in your face than the SA6 Mark II, of course, this is a bit of a rolled off treble because it's a warmer set, but at the same time, as I said, this does not have sibilance to me, and I am a relatively high treble sensitive person. So overall, yeah, back to wherever I was in the review. If you want the most balanced sound, you're gonna go for these, and you're gonna have mid-range that is balanced with the highs and the bass. Everything is around the same. There is an emphasis still in the bass and the treble with these, but it's a very slight emphasis with these. It has an uplifted bass. It's definitely the focus, but not like drowning out the mids, and the highs are also there, but they're not sibilant at all and not in your face shouty. Now the black tips, they smooth out the sound. It decreases the detail and the technical performance, but it does make it easier to listen to. It's less fatiguing, but I still don't find this very fatiguing, so I don't really see a necessity for me to use the black tips. Now, if you're very, very sensitive to treble or fatigue, the black tips actually might be useful for you. But for me personally, I don't think that the black tips, I wouldn't use these because I feel like it kind of is a waste. You have such good technical performance and such great energy in these IEMs that I think the black tips are a waste. Now, onto spin fits. This is where I think another group of people can really show appreciation for this set is with spin fits. So with spin fits, if you've seen my Celeste Phoenix Call review, it becomes pretty much a direct upgrade from the Celeste Phoenix Call. Really has a similar signature to me. It has very beautiful detailed highs and a very emphasized bass region, but a very pushed back mid-range. The vocals take a step back from the rest of the track. Overall though, I don't like a pushback mid-range. I prefer a more forward to even range, so I didn't really enjoy this too much, but I still could appreciate the type of sound it was given. I can see many people liking the way this sounds with spin fits. It provides a really good, detailed, high quality sound for the people who like V-shaped tunings and a bright set of IEMs. But if you want a warm set of IEMs, you definitely want to go for the Dunu SA6 Mk2. Now, that is putting these two tips to the side because I don't really find the black tips to be much of a purpose. Okay, so now I want to go back to just the blue core tips because this is really where I think these IEMs shine. I think I like them more than with either of the other two tips. I think that with the blue core with the gray outside is the set of tips that make these IEMs sound incredible for the price. Really just unbelievable. Something I couldn't imagine at this price point. Now, it's kind of just shocking overall because when I first listened to the SA6 Mk2, I was like, this is the best thing under $600, easily. And now I got this. And this, in my opinion, is way better than the SA6 Mk2. Not way better, but like it's a significant enough amount where I can say that if you like both warm and bright sets of IEMs, just get this. I wouldn't say that this is worth it at that point. If you want a great warm set of IEMs, sorry, my camera kind of tilted. There we go. If you want a great warm set of IEMs under $600, I think the Dunu SA6 Mk2 is the best still. And also has, I think, the best bass texture and decay under $600. But if you want the best overall under $600, the best I've heard is this. Just fantastic, beautiful mid-range. Just very crystal clear, great vocal quality, great vocal presentation. It doesn't sound pushed back, but it doesn't sound too close. It has great bass, punchy with great slam, and also has good decay. It's not like this doesn't have bad decay. This does have better decay, but this still has good decay in the bass, great texture in the bass. And then into the treble, some of the best treble you can get in this price point as well. Clean, crystal clear, very sparkly. It's got that kind of that sound that makes you like really shocked. It's got that shock factor in the treble. At the same time, it's not fatiguing, it's not exhausting, it's just fantastic. Overall, especially with these tips, I can absolutely recommend the Mega5P EST, and it has my highest recommendation. Yeah, that's about it. See ya.